What do you see?
6 and 9.
No, what do you...
Oh, I see 9.
I see 6. Alright? What do you see?
6.
What I see?
9.
What did you see before?
9.
What did I see?
6.
Alright, so you literally just put yourself in my shoes, right? To see what I saw. So basically, say I'm poor, right? I'm poor, you're rich. We could switch it. You're rich, I'm poor. If you put yourself in my shoes and you in your shoes, if you just take the time to look at it from my perspective, it doesn't mean that you're right and I'm wrong. It doesn't mean that I'm wrong and you're right. It's just looking at it. When someone is robbing a pharmacy or something for some diapers for their kid or something to eat for their child, you gotta put like, is he right or is he wrong? Yeah, there's rights and wrongs to it, but let me put myself in his shoes. Let me see where he's coming from. It's all perspective. 6 and 9.
He is a very conscious person. This is my new video. You guys see I have Tekashi 6ix9ine tattoos on my face because it was Halloween yesterday. I just wanted to show you the Tekashi 6ix9ine interview with Angie Martinez on Power 105. Let's go. I'm going to start somewhere in the middle. He starts talking now about how he found out he was #1 in Past Drake.
When I woke up, right, one of the label guys FaceTimed me, and he's just like, his eyes are like this wide, and it's just looking at me, staring at me, not saying nothing. I'm like, yo, what? He's like, just staring at me, and I'm like, what? He's like, bro,
You fucking beat Kiki.
you're #1. I'm like, nah, you're lying. Because you know he has that deal with Apple, so I'm like, I'm never gonna go #1.
It's not fair. It's not fair.
And then when it's #1, I just said, yo, like,
Do you
I'm
pray?
just a Mexican kid
Do you
from
pray?
Brooklyn.
Do you?
You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
Do you pray?
I pray a lot. Like, I think I pray more. I always say thank God for good situations. Like, every time there's a good situation, it's like a cell in my brain that be like, just say thank you to God. But I always find myself in a situation where I'm in fear, or if I don't know what's gonna happen, more trying to find Him than what I am
Grateful?
Generally, yeah.
Like, thank you. You say help me more than thank you.
Yeah, and,
Yeah.
but God knows me and Him. Like, yo, before I blew up, right? Before I like all the way blew up, for a year and a half. I mean, like 300. That means like 400 and something days, literally, right? Because 360. I literally prayed, and I walked my dog. My dog is my best friend. His name is Titus. Shout out to
That's
Titus.
so cute.
I walk him every day, right? Like 2-3 times a day. Not no more, because it's impossible to walk him. But I would pray every day while walking Titus, and I would be like, God, please change my life. Please change my life. I'm a good kid. Please change my life. Like, I got a baby. I can't even buy Pampers. Please change my life. Please change my life. Please change my life. Please change my life.
Oh, you're gonna make me cry. That's so sweet.
And then Gumbo came, and life changed.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And then I was.
He talks so like, you know, forget all the like drama that he has right now, but the way he talks is so familiar. The way he talks is so like human to human, and is so unique. Like, this is not a manager. I see all these rapper interviews, a lot of these rapper interviews, they sit there in the interview and someone asks them a question and they're like, yeah, and then I did, yeah, you know, and that's how we do, yeah, okay, and then, no, the homeboy, yeah, he went over there, and then, yeah, this is what we did. You know, it's almost like a wall in between you and that person. Even in between him and the interviewer. Early in the interview, he said, Angie actually said, you know what, I thought you were high when you came in. He said, no, I just woke up, I just came here, like, I didn't even put, like, he doesn't even put his hair, like, he said it himself, he's like, the way, he said this funny thing where it was like, the way you get my camera is the way you get my camera, bro. That's the way, the angle you get is the angle you get. I'm not gonna get some mask in my face, this, and that's the way he's talking, like, and it's so refreshing. And take everything aside. You can't take that aside. We always like try to judge a person. I think it's so disgusting when people, like every time a 6ix9ine video comes up on TikTok or YouTube or wherever, they say snitch, snitch, oh it's snitch, I'm like snitch, it's a rat, snitch 9, blah 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 blah. And we take this one human being, and we put it in one little tiny, that's not even accurate, little drawer, little box. This one human being that has so many complexities, that had so many birthdays, experiences, life, everything, so many character traits that got developed, so many experiences where that human being absorbed things and expressed himself in a unique way, and he really expressed himself in a unique way. And that's why I take him as an example, because with him you can really see the colors. You can really see, and that's the kid. I was thinking all the rainbow colors. You can really see all the colors and how he doesn't care in his young age of the approval of people. Like, he just does his thing, and that's how he is, and that's what you get. What you see is what you get. And I love that. I don't know if he's like this in all aspects of his life, but he is very, he has an open soul. He's very expressive. What you get, and that's how you fall in love with people. That's how you fall in love with someone, is that vulnerability. And at his young age, this kid has more vulnerability than a lot of people bash him right now. You know, Snoop Dogg, I see him like, oh, like, what do you even have to say? I don't want to say, oh man, but what do you even, like, you don't even have to say anything anymore. It's just you bashing a person that you don't even know. I'm going on a rant right now, but I feel like it's good because good things are coming out just now out of me. I just want to show people a different picture of this kid. This kid is a treasure for people, in terms of showing people how to express yourself. You don't only, it's like, don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. Yeah, if you think like he done something a lot of wrong, if you think that, and if it's true, you know, then like, don't take these traits. But like, he's a very special, I watch a lot of stuff on YouTube, and I watch a lot of people, and like I said in my last video when I was talking about Logan Paul, when he's on Impulsive and he has his own freaking show, he has his own podcast where he had like 24, he had like so many, I don't know how many episodes, right? But he's in a podcast thinking about the approval of the audience, and you see him so many times be like, I don't know if I can say that, I don't know if maybe I should, management, I should say, yeah, we shouldn't say that, It's weak, and he has his own podcast. It's weak. This kid had a couple of interviews, but that's how you see it shines through his soul. So it's very refreshing. I loved when he talked about, and I pray, please God, please God, please God. Because a rational person would be like, okay, I can only say so many please Gods until that other person thinks I'm stupid, right? I can only say he's not stupid. I can only say so many please Gods until it's okay. But he was like just experiencing that because he was saying that so much, and he just like portrayed in the story. Please God, please God, please God, please God. And normally a person would stop and he goes, please God. It's refreshing. Let's keep going.
Like, damn, God is real.
It is so real.
You know what I'm
right?
saying? Because I was like, yo, if I pray every day, it's gonna work. It's gonna work.
Yeah.
God is real. Like,
does he want to come in? He can. If you want anybody to come in, they could come in. You want to talk about the robbery in front of his kids? I don't know.
Nah, they ain't. Yo, come.
Hi, how are you? We were just talking about, you know, what's all that? Nice to meet you too, man.
Give me a tray real quick.
Give him a treyway real quick.
Treyway!
Oh, gosh.
So, you know what I'm saying? I literally went from
You
having...
ain't here to see? You can hang out here if you want, or here,
I
or
was
whatever.
literally having 100...
He's telling me about what happened Saturday night or Sunday morning. So, you don't know?
Nah, you know. So...
See, even though a third person came in the room, his demeanor didn't change. So what I wanted to say earlier, he was like, oh, we could have started out with that, with the kidnapping story where he got kidnapped. He's reckless in a way, he feels safe in himself because he lets everyone in. He lets everything in. If you see something about Tekashi, also his body language, I've seen it a lot with like people, when he's around people, he puts his arm around people. He's not scared of like touching people. He lets things in. He's with reckless. I mean, he lets things flow in. So now when Shadi came in the room, of course, they don't have a relationship anymore. We all know what happened. But after they said what's up, he had the same tonality with Angie. So you see that he actually stays basically the same person. He's showing himself, and he stays the same way. Let's keep going.
I'm the fastest man in the world. Like, I feel like I'm mad fast.
Yo,
like, I'm actually fast as fuck.
This is a whole major motion picture,
you know
by the
what I'm
way.
saying?
We can laugh now because you're okay,
Yeah.
thank God. But
it's crazy how he laughs about the situation. Just to let you know. Like, this happened where he is now 5 days ago, a week ago. He's laughing about this. These guys almost killed him. He's someone that went through a lot and is able to let things go fast, which is a tremendous benefit, because if you as a person are able to let things go fast, you're able to shine so much faster again.
They was not catching me. Like, I was gone.
so you jumped out of a moving vehicle?
Yeah.
No one would tell the story. This is crazy that he tells a story like that, just because he makes jokes about it. This is a good thing.
Did you?
No, I just got a call.
That fucking story is insane.
I could make a movie off that shit.
That story alone is a whole movie.
Yo,
by
wait,
the way.
you know Tekashi 6IX9 host.
I can't wait till you see your like documentary, autobiography.
Imagine the Tekashi 6IX9 movie.
No, it's gonna be crazy.
Coming into the game
Yeah.
with rainbow hair, right? Telling everyone to suck your dick, right?
And
Getting
then
calls
this
out about
happens.
50. All this shit. It's like the. I think it's.
I'm sure
it's
50
like
has a check for this movie.
It's
to be
like
made
a
right
better
now.
movie. I swear to God, and quote me on this. It's a better movie than NWA.
Was your girl freaking
She was.
out?
She was. Freaking out is not even a word. But she's freaking out. She's Spanish, so
She freaks out all the time. I've seen her freak out on you a few times.
Yeah, so
on Instagram.
so
Yo, thank God you're okay.
But yo, I was just like,
Look at him playing around with the chair. It's like, who does that? Like, he's just rolling around the chair. I feel like what's his name? Fuck. The guy who trains Logan Paul, who's always like, go champ, go champ. I'm like, Tekashi 6IX9 can do nothing wrong. Look the way he's circling the chair. I'm not trying to make one of those videos. Of course, that guy has mistakes. I just want to show you guys his other side.
I push the limit.
You push limits. That's why
if I could push you right now, and just like keep pushing you till you like about to cry, and like stop right before you're about to cry, I'll do it.
Why would you do that to me?
No, I'm saying like that's the type of person I am. I will.
You don't
push
mean
somebody.
me, but
no. I'm
specifically.
saying yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying like
we're
yo,
getting along
yo,
so
Shadi,
well.
you know me.
I don't know what happened.
I will tell somebody, yo, fuck you. I look him dead in the eye, I'm like, you can't touch me. You can't touch me.
What is so? What
to
is?
the point where it's like, he might touch me.
Let me chill. So
like, I'm a troll. Like
you are a troll. You really are, but you like it. Why do you like it so much? What does that
it's
do?
fun. It's like, yo, bro. I feel like so many people take life too serious. You ever seen like these movie stars, these people that put on this persona?
Yeah.
Yo, like I got a persona. Everyone has a persona, right? My persona is the rainbow hair with the rainbow teeth.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I'm myself. Like when they like, yo, this kid gotta grow up. No, motherfucker, you just wanna be somebody you're not. Like, yo, I'm a goofy kid. Like,
I'm gonna be
call me a goofy goober. Call me a. I wanna be me. Like, I can't joke. I can't not be me. Like, if like. You know when girls W, like, I like that shit, because it makes me feel like I'm still a regular nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Like, when, like, asking for a number and not getting it.
Does that still happen to you?
No, I'm saying, if it does, I like it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. Yo, like.
It makes you feel regular.
Yeah, it's just like, yo, like, I'm still out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying?
He is so like just such a joking guy, kid. Before I make these videos, I try to meditate and I'm like, please let the things go. Let these things go. I don't want to be here and sit here like with an ego and be like, oh, I want to make the most amazing reaction video, and hopefully it gets a lot of views, because to be honest, I used to be like that. Like I used to make videos and I was like, man, this is gonna be the video, this is gonna be the video, and it just wasn't the video. Like, but it wasn't the video because of my energy. And then recently I've been doing like videos where I just like, I feel pulled to it and I just do them, but I do them without, like, I just feel like something comes through me that's very open, vulnerable, like very just like coming out, and like my emotions come through, and I've learned as much doing these videos as you guys learn watching. Like, I just realized just sitting here now, this means a lot to me, just because I want to have an experience. I just don't want to show you something, because if I just want to show you something, I think it's one-sided and it's not as powerful. If he can be lighthearted, everybody can be lighthearted. Like this kid, at this moment in life, he got kidnapped. He was about to go to jail before the FBI came. He had so many like crazy pressures, right? But he still is joking around. He's surrendering. And I read a lot of books about surrender right now. I'm really into surrender right now. And giving things away and letting them go. Like, I try to let go right now in this video. I try to let go of my opinions. I try to let go of my mind, just to give you guys the best video I can give you guys, literally. Just to like, because I feel like that's how people actually like the video and like me, what I'm saying, what's coming out, because it's not biased, it's just like, it's just what comes out, you know? Exactly what he's doing. I feel like he's surrendering. He's not so, I loved when he said, people take life too serious and they tell him to grow up. People who tell you to grow up is really just another word for, I don't like the way you are, so I need you to be different. And I dress that as grow up and make you seem immature in front of everybody else, just so I'm having a higher power and everybody else can bully you for being immature. But I just put that frame on you and framed you, and I did that. I'm talking about the person who did that. I did that because I feel inferior. That's some deep shit. That's some deep shit. And this kid, with his young age, his tattoos in his face, with all the things he's been through, he lived an intense life, was able to find a way. His dad got killed when he was 12, I think. He couldn't shower for like weeks, couldn't eat, couldn't do nothing. And he found a way to let go. I feel like he got to the bottom that he was like, I don't even have a big ego anymore. That's why he's joking around. He doesn't care.
Right? That you can't get to me.
There's something in me that needs, in him. There's something in him that needs that, which is a part of him that's hurt, that needs this protection around him. And that's why he was glad he had those people around him to protect him. There's something that wants to be protected. I don't say that's like because his dad or whatever. That would be stupid for me to say that. It came to my mind, of course, I expressed it. It could be, but there's a thing that feels maybe in a way also unsafe, even though he feels safe. See, that's why human beings are so complex. He feels very safe to express his personality, but on the other hand, there's something in him that he feels like, which makes sense because of all the trolling he does, he needs some protection, that's true, but he feels unsafe in another way.
So, even, like, now I don't even have niggas, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I eliminated everybody, so now who's gonna get to me? If I don't have niggas that could get to me, and I don't have...
You know anybody could get to you, right? It could be the dumbest motherfucker in the world that... It could be that you could...
Yeah, so he's a little delusional in a way because he can walk anyone on the street and it can be like, look what happened to John Lennon, which is really sad, which I watched a bunch of videos of John Lennon recently, what a beautiful person he was, and like, there was actually the story, I'll just bring this in because hopefully you watch it and you didn't click away yet, because this is a good story, and you can see it on YouTube too, where John Lennon is at his house in London, I think, or somewhere, or Manchester, but he has a beautiful mansion with like, and this crazy fan stayed in his backyard because he wanted to talk to him, and then John Lennon came out to talk to him, and he didn't call security, he didn't call police, and this crazy fan was like, or this fan was like, I feel like this song was about me. Why did you write this? And he just told him, listen, like sometimes you write stuff that doesn't even just like make sense musically. And he was there like talking to this, like he was like a hippie looking young guy, and he was actually taking his time and just talking to him normally to get this resolved. And then at some point John Lennon was like, are you hungry? And he was like, yeah. And he invited
guard down, and he could get you. Like anybody could get got.
Nah.
You know that not anybody could get got. History proves it. There's plenty of people got by some random fucking. It wasn't like, I mean, you could go back in history to artists that like it's not always the person you got beef with. Yeah, like anybody could get got. You have to know that.
Kennedy, like it was a sniper.
Yeah, I mean, some crazy person killed John Lennon in the front of his crib. Like you people get killed all the time. Anybody could get got is the point.
God is with me. I know God is with me.
Of course God is with you. Clear. By the way, obviously God is with you. But you know, but God could be like, yo, keep playing with me.
It's very interesting. I want to see when he says God is with me, please stick with me. I want to go back and look at his face. Sometimes you can see.
I mean, some crazy person killed John Lennon in the front of his crib. Like, you people get killed all the time. Anybody could get got is the point.
God is with me. I know God is with me.
Of course God is with you.
It's interesting. There's some part of him that's like, you can tell he thought about this, and like the years of drama and pain and all that made him soul search. Now when he says God's with me now, I believe he has a belief. That's why he surrenders so too. I feel like this kid surrenders. It's crazy, like with all the shit that comes to him, and he's still so free at expressing. There is something in him that he knows how to surrender.
By the way, obviously God is with you. But don't you think?
No, I'm being real. This is for kids watching. These are kids that want to be somebody in life.
Yeah.
Radio is just it's politics. I'm being honest for the kids that really want. You gotta understand. When you tell me, is there anything you want to tell a kid, right, that's watching this? Because there's gonna be kids watching this.
Of course.
Who's watching it? I hate that they realize, like, damn, like, do I gotta change my style of music because I want to be on the radio? It shouldn't be that way. It's fucked up.
Well, you don't have to change your style of music
No,
to be successful.
Not me.
But they don't either to be successful.
I don't know if you just saw his facial expression, but that was very genuine. What you said. I have kids to change who they are for the radio. It's like, I don't want to change myself for Hollywood. Like, I want to be an actor, but at the same time, directors always tell me, oh, you still have a little bit of an accent. We don't want to give a role to you. Or we can't give a role to you. And of course you can give a role to me. Enough people in LA living who are doctors, who are lawyers, who are any profession that have accents, you know? They just are old, discriminating Hollywood who put people in boxes and think the audience so stupid, like, oh, why does he have an accent? Of course he has an accent if you think about it, because the person next to you, there's so many immigrants in LA. That's why I get more and more about, man, fuck this. I don't want to change for Hollywood. Even though I do accent reduction classes to get a chance, because I would love to see myself on the big screen. I would love so much. I would love my family to come to my premiere. You know, I would cry. And I love that he feels about it that way, because I can really relate to it. I don't want to change for these motherfuckers. Like, because I have long hair, homeless, a drug addict. They cast me as drug addicts because of the long hair, as if people don't evolve. There's so many more beautiful people. Now, my parents, my dad, my brother visited me in Venice Beach, and we stayed in Venice Beach, and they were like amazed by girls having turquoise hair, girls having purple hair, or people having purple, having tattoos everywhere, being any clothes that they want. You don't show these people in movies. You don't show them with their new style because you think the audience is dumb.
One thing that Tekashi 6IX9INE'S is known for is not thick sucking no industry shit. I don't give a fuck. If Live Nation be like, yo, we don't want this nigga, it's like, we don't want this nigga. I'm not gonna be like, please. You don't want me.
I watched this like 10 times already. I don't know, 5 times, but I have to crack up every time. If he's like, if we don't want this, then we don't want this. I'm not gonna be like, yo, please, I love this. This is like this is funny. He's entertaining, you know.
Oh, right now.
And it shows like who he is. He's like, oh, Live Nation doesn't want me. Okay, you don't want me. You don't want me. Let's move on. And he keeps moving. You know, he keeps surrendering. If that's not for me, it's not for me. And he keeps being himself. Okay, if I fuck, but I'm still gonna be myself. I'm not gonna be a fake guy who has a manager behind him telling him all what to say.
I know this Vic Mensa thing just happened.
I don't even know who that kid is. Like,
Stop.
I put this on everything I love. May
Stop.
God strike me dead on my daughter's life. I cannot name one song if someone had a gun to my head right now.
Okay, fair enough. So
Who is he?
he's an artist. He's from Chicago. He probably was annoyed because maybe some of the way you
Is he even respected? Like, who knows him?
He has a fan base. You know, people know.
Does he have a Billboard hit? So why are you beaving with me?
I don't think he was. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I can't speak on his behalf. I can't speak on his
Hold on.
behalf.
Can you name a song? Just not looking at anybody. Name one song. Name one song. Name one song.
Come on, Nyla.
Name
Give
one
a song.
Name one song.
Sorry.
Name one Vic Mensa
Gabe,
song.
give me a Vic Mensa song.
That's a kid that sings Gummo. He sings
No?
Gummo. He sings Gummo.
Excuse I know
Maritza.
name one.
Maritza's
Get my
not.
head down. She's
You
like,
know
Yo,
who we know?
Spinking,
Tell me
Spinking,
now.
come here.
Spinking knows.
Spinking, come here. Nah, he's a DJ. And if he doesn't know,
He
Vic-
knows.
just don't
Stop.
talk to him.
Stop.
Don't do it.
Yo, bro. Shout out to Spinking. Yo, do you know a Vic Mensa song?
Hey, yo, listen. And stop wearing V-Long, man.
Yo.
Get on your train wave lunch,
Listen,
boy.
Yo,
listen.
matter of fact, kids run everything. Kids know. Call Kamani in here.
Stop.
No, I
Can
just
I
wanna
get
know.
my question out?
No,
before
hold on. Call kid. Yo, I just want.
you- Okay, fine.
You know?
He's very serious about
Yeah.
making his point.
Yeah, this is the problem me and Till. So.
Poor kids. They're like, what? We promise we're almost done. He just has a question for you.
Yo, do you know a Vic Mensa song? Nah. You know who Vic Mensa is?
From Wildin'
Oh, he's a
Out.
Wildin' Out
He was
dude?
on Wildin' Out.
Oh, he's a comedian.
No, he's an artist. You just don't know any of his songs. I don't think that's his. Vic Mensa's fans are probably more in the 20s.
Yo, cut
Early
this clip up, Vic
30s.
Mensa. This is for you. No one knows you. Like no one. Like yo, we had a radio station, the hottest radio station probably in New York. No one knows you. Like it's. And I'm not being mean. I literally asked everyone. I give you the fair chance. We gotta get him some sneakers after this.
Listen, my point of the story.
He probably that new one too.
My point of the story is, you got.
How warm he was, like, hey, I fuck with you, and like gave the kid the handshake. That I always love to see that. I don't know, you can call it troll. Trolling is just a fucking word. He stays open. He stays completely open, and he rolls his dice and he accepts everything that comes. How willing he is to go into the unknown. That's amazing, you know.
Yo,
Yo, you know Vic Mensa song? Damn.
We love you. Trey with.
Listen, my point of the story of asking you about this is, right?
I don't even want to talk about him.
Please,
No,
let me
no.
ask.
6ix9ine is really like putting himself out there and really saying what he wants to say, and he doesn't know the response, but he doesn't care about the response, because whatever is coming back, it's not really hitting him, because he has this lightness about him. He's like this joking lightness, this trolling, this joking, this happy fun guy. I don't want to say trolling in a bad thing. This happy fun guy where you hit something back, he just uses it as comedy again, you know? He made comedy where it's like, yeah man, my song's trash, but it's hot trash, you know? You can't attack a person who is like, he's like water. He's like Bruce Lee, he's like water. He's like, whatever you give back, I'm securing myself. And I feel like that comes also, it comes because he's an amazing person, but also, and I know some people is gonna give me shit about he's an amazing person. Yeah, fuck you, okay? That's my video. Give me a dislike if you want to, okay? But I'm trying to give something positive here right now. But he has this thing, I think, from his childhood where he was rock bottom. His dad got killed. He lived with his baby mama on the floor of mom's house. And he realized, he learned how to like not take life so serious to like, yeah, and it works.
Right now, he said he's dropping. I seen something he dropping a song.
I'm not asking you about Vic. I'm asking you about you and how you handled it, right?
This kid trying to be mad sexy now.
What you do?
Like he said, y'all got the song on Friday. Like nigga, what? Like get the fuck out of here. Like yo,
stop, sis. Stop. Listen.
He wants his 10 minutes of fame. Give me this is 10 minutes.
What do you
Give me
want?
a
Instagram?
Yeah, go.
Mine?
Academics. Shout out academics.
This case.
What do you
Nah,
do?
he wants his 10 minutes of fame.
What are you
I'm
doing
gonna
on
make
my
this
phone?
little part.
Go to academics.
You're not gonna do it from my account.
No, I'm not confident that I'm gonna show them.
Okay.
I'm touching this. You
Can
don't
I-
go on his nose.
Can I fucking? What's his? I don't follow academics.
AKA.
I'm sorry. What do you want from me?
AKA.
I follow
I don't
him.
follow him either, but you gotta have it.
So you gotta. It's DJ. You gotta put
No,
DJ. Or maybe I do follow him. Oh no, I don't.
I'm Mercy. You got this?
What's it, man?
Look how sexy this nigga shot.
My phone is cracked, by the way. Please, I dropped it. Stop. All right, come on, stop. Give me the phone. He's a good-looking guy, by the way.
Oh, he got that fire, bitch.
Yo,
Oh, shit.
Listen, no one gets this type of promotion. And look, your shit's still gonna flop. I promise you, your shit's still gonna flop.
Wow.
Look how sexy he's trying to be. Look, he's not even blinking. That's why he's not. He's trying to smile. Yo, yeah.
Is he Jamaican
At
also?
once. He's not even Jamaican.
Oh, nah. Call
Can we,
Tori.
excuse me.
Yo, Tori, you trying to steal
Put my
our style,
phone. Put my
Tori?
phone. I don't want my phone to be an
This guy is a
accessory.
fucking comedian. Like.
Okay, forget about him.
Where's the kid?
Forget about him. Sit down. So
They gotta give him his job back.
you like?
He doesn't stop. He doesn't stop. But also, yeah, you can see like Vic Mensa takes himself a little bit more serious. Vic Mensa's trying to like present something, right? He's trying to sell his records, and Tekashi, if he would make, he's just like doing whatever the fuck he wants to do. Of course, he probably does. I've seen Tekashi be more serious with like rapping, with promotion videos too. But you can see that overall, like the character is in a way that he's not taking himself serious, you know. If he would he makes a promo video, sometimes it's like way more, I fucking buy it or not. Yeah, but we've seen both of these kind of videos. So maybe Vic Mensa does a jokingly video too sometimes. But I see 6ix9ine being so secure in his own personality that he does that shit, you know. And that's why he's so viral. Like people like look at him like, damn, he's so free. People want freedom. That's why we watch people who are free.
Where do you get 6ix9ine from?
6ix9ine is just like I'm very good at it. People.
Nah.
Is that why? No, it's something else, right?
It's mad long. I don't want to go through it.
But you never go through it, and you always say
I
that.
always go through it.
You
I always
do?
go through it.
Does he go through it? I've never heard you go through it. I always hear you say, I don't want to get into it. I've never heard you say what it is or why.
All right.
He could have, because this is a dope story that you're going to listen to right now. What he says, it's one of the best stories I've heard artists say why they have a tattoo on their face or body. He could have been like, yeah, this is a good point for me to tell the story. This is going to make people like me. He was just like, yeah, I'm good at 6ix9ine. I'm good at 69. I'm good at, we all know the position. That's how you see how sure he is himself. He doesn't care if you or anybody watching likes him for that story. He just does his thing and gets through his thing. That's the most epic fucking self-assured personality trait I've seen like in so many people. Look at this. Like he could have told you guys, and then Angie's like, come on, please tell, and then he tells.
That you're good at it. Give me the short version, because we gotta go.
All right. What should I start?
You've heard this story? Is it a good story?
That is a good story. It's real.
It's real. I appreciate it.
What do you see?
6 and 9.
No, what do you?
Oh, I see 9.
I see 6. All right. What do you see?
6,
What I see?
9,
What did you see before?
9,
What did I see?
6.
Alright, so you literally just put yourself in my shoes, right? To see what I saw. So basically, say I'm poor, right? I'm poor, you're rich. We could switch it. You're rich, I'm poor. We all shit the same, right? We all eat the same, go to sleep, we wake up, we're still human, right? if you put yourself in my shoes and you in your shoes, if you just take the time to look at it from my perspective, it doesn't mean that you're right and I'm wrong. It doesn't mean that I'm wrong and you're right. It's just looking at it. When someone is robbing a pharmacy or something for some diapers for their kid or something to eat for their child, you gotta put like, is he right or is he wrong? Yeah, there's rights and wrongs to it, but let me put myself in his shoes. Let me see where he's coming from. It's all perspective. 6IX9INE.
He is a very conscious person. He learned to put himself into other people's shoes. That shows a lot of reflection. That shows a lot of consciousness, what he just said. That shows a lot of fucking compassion, which most people don't have. Most people are fucking selfish, all like so, and they just think about, what am I doing? Who am I? Like, how do I live my life? What can I get from this person? What can I get from you? How can I make you buy my shit? How can I make you do what I want you to do so I can get what I get? How can I make you like me so I get famous? How can I get Instagram shit so I can get famous? That's what most people are. Him tattooing that on his body, he means that shit. And that's compassion. Put yourself, he was like, poor, you were poor, you're rich. That doesn't mean you're right or wrong. That's one of the most conscious things someone can say. Doesn't make you guys the people who judge this kid, and I was 6IX9INE yesterday, and mostly I had positive people coming up to me and were, hey, can I take a picture, and like 6IX9INE, but there were some people who were like, you snitch, you fucking snitch. They don't even know me, but they were like talking at me like they were talking like I'm the enemy, right? But those people, I can tell you, they don't have the same conscience as this kid. This kid is further away in conscious than all you internet junkies writing snitch under every comment to be funny. You guys are followers. That's basically it. You guys are following society's sick assumptions that if someone tells the truth about other people to get free, who tried to kill him, by the way? Who tried to kill him? Who fucked his baby mama, apparently, okay? Take the fucking of the baby mama, but who tried to kill him, okay? And he has the choice between him seeing his daughter again and being free, or him dying in jail. So, but you guys who haven't put yourself in his shoes, compassionate, like he just explained, he learned putting other people in different, because he probably grew up really poor, and he was like, what's the difference between me and he was like, that's a beautiful thing he said, and I want people to remember this. He's like, that's not saying me being right or you being wrong, because a lot of people be like, oh, you rich, you got it through like elbows up, this, that, you are wrong. That's crazy, because most people put life into rights and wrongs. That's why you put out, he's a snitch, you put him in one category, right? You put him in one category, and that's 6IX9INE. And before that was 6IX9INE, you know? Before Chris Brown hit Rihanna, he was Chris Brown. When Chris Brown hit Rihanna, he was this person, right? Now he came back, of course, to his music, and people wanna, but mostly people put people into right or wrong, situations in right or wrong. Republicans are right, the Democrats are wrong, Democrats are right, Republicans are wrong. Most 99.999% of people doing that. And that's why the consciousness of society, slowly and slowly people realize, oh, actually, that doesn't mean it's right or wrong. Let me just see the different sides. And you can see there's a lot of colors, like colors in his hair. I didn't want to say gray, because that right or wrong business, that comes from your mind. It comes from people's minds. And that blocks you from people's interactions. Now he has this compassionate nature in him. That's why people like him who are around him. Now, and that's why he's so likable on camera too. Because there's an unconscious thing that if I have someone like 6IX9INE in front of me, that I'm not being judged. Not being judged is something beautiful. Not being judged is something beautiful. Remember that, you fucking internet junkies who judge everyone based on one little thing. You can judge, I can tell you one thing out of my past and you can judge me by that. And people who are mind business gonna hate me forever. If you just understood what I said, if you just fucking understood what I said, you have a major consciousness or breakthrough to consciousness. Because not dividing life into right or wrongs is getting out of your mind. And getting out of your mind is getting into a flow with life. This kid came into a flow with life because he wasn't taking life so serious anymore. through a lot of pain that he went through. He's like a diamond. He was pressured in the dirt and he came out. Now, this is definitely a part that I keep in, and I'm probably going to put it in the beginning because that's what I really want to say about this kid. I really feel with this kid. Now at this moment, I really feel with this kid. You know? He might have done some things in his life that came out of fear and out of being hurt, but at the same time I can see the person of him, which is this kid that came from nothing, that people ignored, that people didn't give a fuck about. And then he put some tattoos on his body, put some rainbow hair and started rapping, and then people cared. But through all of it, he realized they don't care about me. I am self-assured. I am being who I am. You started caring because he's authentic. You started caring about 6ix9ine because he's authentic. But most people don't think about that. They don't know why I like this person. I'm telling you right now why 6ix9ine blew up. Because he was more authentic than so many other rappers and artists. Yes, he make good music, but the thing that set him apart too was this rawness. That I don't give a fuck about what you think about me. I have rainbow hair and I do have face tattoos and I do what the fuck I want. I say what I want. And I'm deep too. So fuck all you guys who put a human being in a box like that. If this is the only video that comes out with someone saying, I'm gonna take side with this kid, then so be it. And I hope you guys hate it. I hope all you internet fucking junkies are telling me what a snitch I am, make snitch not, because I don't give a fuck about that. That's just your consciousness projected outwards. Make this video 1 million dislikes. Fuck it. That doesn't say anything about me. There's no right or wrong in this. And this kid is telling that to us. This 23, 22-year-old, 24-year-old kid who had nothing, who you calling all kinds of names now, is telling us that. So that's beautiful. I'm gonna keep going.
So you don't appreciate a good MC? Like a solid MC? Like the art of MC rapping. Do you respect that and appreciate that?
Of course, I listen to 6ix9ine all the time.
And where do you put your stuff in that?
Nah, I'm a lyricist. I ain't gonna lie. I'm bar heavy, like.
Yes.
Like J. Cole can't fuck with me.
Right.
See, he doesn't take himself serious. It's beautiful. It is very beautiful because most people, 99% of people, do take them serious. I feel like on some point they're gonna be. You know how Joe Rogan? Because I say 99% a lot. I always have these sayings in Joe Rogan's comments. Ah shit! I wish I could remember one. Joe, did you hear about spearfishing orangutans, Rogan? And people are gonna be like, Jesse, hey, 99% of people, Taylor.
Yo, look, J. Cole can't even fuck with me. You think Victor Mencia can fuck with me?
You think you might be the greatest troll of all time, bro. Like, I'm gonna give you that title, 100%. I think 50 and 50 are probably next.
Because he doesn't take himself serious. Nothing can penetrate 6ix9ine.
But you might be the greatest troll of all time.
You remember when I made all them LA Crips chase me down? You remember that?
I remember reading about that. For me, I didn't find that funny. For me, I really because I'm one of those old people that you say, like, I'm an old person. So for me, I see that and I worry about it.
He's just surrender. He just doesn't care. It's amazing.
Nah, I'm not gonna get hurt. I promise.
You promise?
I promise.
Okay, I pray that for you. I wish that for you.
I promise.
The best hide and seek player in the world.
Well, no, because anybody could get got. We already talked about that. But last, so where do you put your music? Do you like...
Where? Come on. You heard what
This is the last thing. No, this is the last thing.
Hey, I'm number 1 right now.
I know you're number 1. I don't know. I think I heard you say...
Where do I put my music?
Said,
number 1.
No, it is number 1. But I heard you say you're like not a fan of your music. You said something to that.
I'm not. I wasn't a fan, so I'm like, I ain't gonna lie. I became a dick rider.
Now you're on your
Because
own
I saw
dick.
people dick riding my music. I'm like, I'm but I wasn't a fan. I'm like, yo, why this nigga yelling so much? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just mad.
He makes fun about himself. That's how you know someone is confident and secure in himself at that age. What are you talking about? You know? This is amazing. Like, people are putting this kid down. Teachers, people, you should play this video in schools and show this is how someone acts when they're confident in themselves. This is how someone acts when they're so sure about themselves. They're like, man, why is yelling so much? You know, he makes fun of it. That's like, if you can do that, you know, if you want to date someone, see how they act when you make a joke about them. If they're like, no, you know that's not probably the person you want to date, because they're gonna be like that always, and they're gonna get at you, and there's gonna be revenge. If you date and they like just laugh it off, they don't even have to say, yeah, that's how I am. They can just say something really out of the ordinary, like mouse, elephant, dog, whatever I just said, it doesn't matter. It was not going through me. It was like water around. I said mouse, elephant, dog. I don't know why I said it, but you know what? The good thing is I didn't defend myself and I didn't push back. You know a person, if they defend themselves or pushes back, they are not sure in themselves because they're scared. Let's do it. I won't say they're scared. Let me see. I want to get this right. Yeah, they're scared because they're scared that they're losing their identity. Their ego identity that they built. They may be James Bond, Tom Cruise, whatever identity they built, that falls apart. But the key to life is, if you let that fall apart, there will be this deeper you. And he found his deeper you. If you teach it in school, you know, I almost got kicked out of the work. I work with kids. Went to a kids party, and when I made a video about it too, a fun video with the kids. Kids loved it, by the way. They loved it. But the owner who saw the video was like, he almost kicked me out. He was like, and like all this crazy shit. But you know what? Kids actually can learn something. Play this in school. Like, show the definition of a person, a young person who's sure of himself, who's confident. The more sure of themselves people we have, the more people who are who they are, the less suicides we're gonna have, the less bullying we're gonna have, the less aggression we're gonna have. If you understand what I'm saying now, write in the comments, please, because I want to see who understands. I want to live in a world where people are like, understand.
But are you serious about your craft? Is I guess what I'm asking.
No, literally not.
No.
Seriously, no. Like, we go in the studio,
You don't
and
care.
literally we just be having fun, and then it's a hit.
So you're
Yeah,
not.
bro. Pussy got that wet, got that drip, got that super soak. I hit that, she a Fifi, honey, and Kiki. She eat my dick like it's free. That's not even, what the fuck? Like, I didn't say, I didn't put no effort into that
But
shit.
it has a flow. It has a
Like,
vibe.
yeah, bro.
It is. There
Like-
are artists.
I know J. Cole just sits back, Kendrick Lamar sit back and be like, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like,
Imagine what KS one out here saying.
Bro.
Hate you.
yo, hate me.
It's Minecraft.
Bars.
Bars.
Like, there's somebody that be like, who said, Flex, right? I'm mad off Flex. He said, 6IX9INE, and he got mad off me too. He said, yo, you can't call yourself a king of New York, you don't got no bars. I respect it. I don't got bars. I'm not here to, you know, there's not a video yet of me going on the radio station and be like, yeah, shit. It's not me.
You ain't say that?
No, it's not me. I would literally go on there and learn a whole, cause me not knowing like a Nas like record, I would think I'm slick, memorize a Nas verse, and go on and be like, if I don't know it, they don't know it, cause I know everything, and go and spit the whole Nas verse. And
Did you see how he made fun of it? He knows that they would know. He makes it extended beautiful jokes just now. Because I think if I don't know, they don't know, because I know everything. He knows that he doesn't know everything. And in this joke, he says almost like, I know that I don't know everything, in a very funny way.
But ain't that Nas? I'm like, nah, that's freestyle. It's my shit. My shit.
It's good.
Okay, but you can see, because you're smart, you can see how that is lightweight disrespectful to people who care about the craft.
They care
about the.
They care, but I can't be like, yo, I take, like, I can't go in the studio and be like,
No, with that
looking at my dick tick, she a freak hoe, fucker, she on beast mode, and then be like, nah, that's not lyrical enough. No, I don't.
Do you see? In this sentence, he basically told you, I surrender in the studio. I'll be on the beat, and I just express whatever I feel. And guess what? Fucking hits come out. But he says, he doesn't take it serious. Now, people, if they hear that, they could take it in a negative way. Oh, he doesn't take music serious. He's not like Nas. He's not lyrical. Doesn't he respect the culture? No, bro. Get the consciousness, not mind thinking. Go back to consciousness. He basically aligns with the universe because, you might laugh, you can laugh, he aligns with the universe because he's not serious. He gets open and gets out the way. He puts his ego out the way because if you're not serious, you have less resistance. Life is all about having less resistance, so the energy of life can go through you and you can express that energy through you out. So he actually not serious, makes those hit records. Motherfucker, he has 10 of 10 Billboard hits. I don't think anyone had that before. 10 of 10. He, in a row, every hit he brought out was a Billboard hit. And it was because there's this, I'm gonna put this in here because this is important. He had this Lyrical Lemonade interview where he says that one day he found out that they were taking shit too serious. They thought they had to make music in a certain way. Like, we can only do it this way, we have to do it this way. And they had all these rules to make music in a certain way.
You know what I'm saying? And we didn't understand it. We was just like, yo, do we suck or some shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck? Like, why niggas not fucking with us? And I guess we just stopped caring about what people think, and that's when people started fucking. Yo, hold on. I don't know how you guys are gonna chop this up, but you know what's crazy? When I started rapping, right? We took everything like, yo, nah, this has to be this way, this has to be this certain way, this has to be like this. This is fire, this is not. When we started, me and Tribe Drew and my boy Widow, when we started realizing that we take shit too serious and just didn't give a fuck and started having fun with it, and that's the whole thing with the youth that's watching this right now. If it feels like a job, it's never gonna work out. When you start having fun with it, when you stop treating it like a job and something that you have to do to follow your dreams rather than something you want to do because it's fun and you're doing it with your friends, that's when it's going to start being so genuine, and that's when everyone is going to be like, yo, I love this shit. And that's when I started loving this shit, the people started loving me. And that's how that shit whole started.
And then he was like, some point he was like, man, let's just go do and bullshit and do whatever we want to do. And then they just like, once they didn't take things serious anymore, once they just went into the studio with the intention to have fun, he says it in the Lemonade video, or I just wanted to have the intention, we just wanted to have fun, then suddenly people fucked with the music because they started loving their music, and then everybody else started loving their music. It's energy, guys. I'm trying to like explain that to everybody. Once you love the things you do, like really love them and don't do them for other people to like them, then people will love it. And people didn't fuck with his music before, and then once he didn't take things serious, Don't come with your judgmental head. Be like, no, but this is important. You gotta take this culture serious. You gotta be like Nas and fucking J. Cole and fucking Lyrical Machine. And B.I.G. is more lyrical than Tupac. He might have been, but you know what? Tupac, when he speaks, when he raps, I feel it in my whole body. Bro, it doesn't even matter for my mind what words he uses. It just, you feel every single part in it. From his gut, it comes from him himself. I don't feel it from B.I.G. I feel it maybe in one of a few songs, in the Detroit Player song, whatever it was. But with Pac, I feel that shit everywhere, man. You listen to Tupac speak. If Tupac speaks and someone else speaks in the room, you only listen to Tupac. I don't care if it's Obama. I don't care if Will Smith is to me the second most charismatic person who ever lived. Tupac is number one. If I see Tupac still next to Will Smith, you know who I'm listening to? Probably Tupac. Even though I said Cole. Will Smith, that's a big, because that means you're the most charismatic person right now. But not even Obama. He doesn't come. Obama, there's so many more. John Lennon, there's a lot of people. JFK was really charismatic. There's a lot of charismatic people, you know? So I can't think of some, but there's so many more. But Billie Eilish. But it comes from 6ix9ine. It comes from this resistance away. And I'm gonna put this little, I already played you this lyrical interview where he's like, he found out with his friends, because once they didn't take it serious, they tried things out. He started screaming, he started to do whatever he wanted to do. And that's what he does, and that's how he makes hits. And people say, oh, you're not the lyrical, you know, bars. And yeah, he can't be in the studio and be like, shots, and be like, oh, that's not lyrical enough. Then we would have never heard those hits.
Not it. Damn, nah, this, yo, to the rap gods.
Astronomically, it's not.
Astronomically, I can't put that out. That's disrespect. I can't, what?
Because it's not who you are.
What? Like, I'm not, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not in 1998.
And I mean, cut you off, but I think
We not in 1998. That's a good point, bro. Like, back then it was only like a certain way, and it was still like hating on gays and hating on this and you weak and this. Our time is definitely more conscious.
Whereas him as a rapper is incorrect. I think he's a rock star.
I don't even think I'm a rock star. I think I'm just a troll that knows how to rap.
I think he's a troll that knows how to rock.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Every stop better, me and Nikki. Flip a coin. Nikki. Damn.
See, he doesn't take himself serious.
No, Nikki
Nah,
definitely.
your shit, oh boy.
Yeah, your shit is enjoyable.
Some bars right there.
But she got
You get a freestyle.
You want
bars.
a
Nikki has
freestyle?
really. All right, come
Ladies,
on.
you get a
Let me get a freestyle.
How do you guys listen to your music? I'm just asking. Do you want to feel the music, or do you care about mentally the bars? Yes, what's his name? Fucking Kendrick Lamar. We all know he's like lyrically great. But his shit doesn't touch me like Tupac does. You know? Or even Drake. Drake has great musical, like musically, vibrationally, that's how you make music. But if you're a listener and you're too much in your mind and you care about music like that, you're missing out. You can see it as a balance. There can be a balance. I believe there's a balance, but I believe that if you get out the way, if you get resistance out and you let the universe flow through you, something amazing will come to you, through you. And I believe that's what happened with 6ix9ine. His personality is amazing. He made mistakes. Nothing is perfect. He's not perfect. I'm not perfect. But in so much pressure to have such a small amount of resistance, that's an art. I'm just letting you know that's an art. And the creation of his rainbow hair, his tattoos, his whatever, his joking demeanor, his lightheartedness, his keeping your heart open. If you can keep your heart open, which he does, under pressure, you're a master. You're a master of the universe.
Give me like 4 bars.
Listen.
Kiki, Fifi got the. What do you got? 4. Give me 4.
Listen. They said, niggas hit me, feeling real dizzy, I had my blicky, so they pistol with me,
I heard that.
I like that. I've already heard that already. That's from the song. That's from off the song.
No, it's not. It's for my situation. That was a freestyle.
They made a meme on him. They made a meme on him.
It's perfect to end with a freestyle today.
Freestyle, man. That shit gonna go viral.
6IX9INE'S. Your freestyle's going viral.
Alright, we here for 3 hours.
I know,
Who's paying
I'm
me?
sorry.
Who's
You
paying
get you get no payment for today, but hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you liked it. You're amazing, baby. Congrats. Good to see you. Be safe. Please be careful. All right, we're gonna spend yours.
That's funny. Who's paying me? He's walking away. He's like, spin right. Watch this.
Oh, I ain't see him for the dance. Excuse him.
I'm sorry.
Excuse him, man.
Goodbye. The kid got nothing to say, clearly. That's why it was so short. That's why
I ain't gonna lie, that
they
was your best time you ever did.
I don't feel like there's much for me to say. I said a lot in the video. I hope you have a new picture of 6ix9ine. The people who are conscious enough to understand him. If he did anything criminal, I'm not on that side. But I feel like he gave us more positivity in this world. He gave us a lot of I don't want to say more. Never mind more. He gave us a lot of positivity. A lot of good things to learn. Like that carefreeness. The Lyrical Lemonade, where he says how if you guys can make your art like that, if you're not successful yet and you do your art like that, there's a good chance that you'll be successful. I don't have anything else to say. So, as always, bye.